In the midst of turbulent times, how can we look beyond that moment into another time, into eternity? Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study. We're looking at Isaiah chapter 6, and we're looking at the first part of verse 1 right now, as we notice that turbulent times, whether it's a terrible disease, whether it's a heartbreaking relationship, it might be that you've lost your job. Whatever it is, we need to realize that it's just for a moment. It may not seem that way. I've known people that have suffered with horrible diseases for years and years, but in the big scheme of things, if you're a faithful child of God, it's just for a moment. And because of that, we're able to have a different attitude about life. Isaiah saw that King Uzziah was dying, and he was concerned about that, but that's just for a moment in the big scheme of things. In the book of Habakkuk is very concerned about the sinfulness of the nation. And he says to God, God, how long are you going to allow your people Judah to behave like this? When are you going to do something? And God says, I'm going to do something, but you wouldn't believe it if I told you. And sure enough, he tells Habakkuk, and Habakkuk can't believe it, because God says, I'm going to bring in the Chaldeans. And that nation is going to chastise my people because of the sin that they've been engaged in. And Habakkuk just cannot imagine that, and he's distraught about it. But he finally comes to the point that he accepts it. And listen to his attitude as he closes out the book of Habakkuk with this beautiful hymn. This is Habakkuk chapter 3, beginning at verse 17. Though the fig tree may not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, though the labor of the olive may fail, and the fields yield no food, though the flock may be cut off from the fold, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will joy in the God of my salvation. The Lord God is my strength. You know, when you have that solid relationship, now don't misunderstand me, I'm not saying it's not going to hurt when a relationship falls apart. I'm not saying it won't hurt when a loved one dies from a terrible disease. But we're able to look beyond that to something more beautiful and more wonderful. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.